Hi, I'm Priyanka. So I belongs to Odisha, but right now I'm in Bangalore, continuing my job. So I am in graduate from ABBS. I was doing my PGTM over there. Right after my PGTM, I have started working as a talent acquisition executive in Affine Analytics. I am currently working over there. The moment anyone putting their step in, corporate, they have to be very much confident. That is all you need right now.
Hi, I welcome you to Changemakers by BPS podcast. Thank you so much for joining us in today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me as well.
Before we get into the actual conversation, would you mind letting us know a bit about yourself, your journey so far, and also the work that you do?
Definitely, sure. Hi, I'm Priyanka. So I belongs to Odisha, but right now I'm in Bangalore, continuing my job. So I am also an graduate from ABBS. I was doing my PGTM over there. Right after my PGTM, I have started working as a talent acquisition executive in Affine Analytics. I am currently working over there. That was my first job. It's been 2.5 years, more than 2.5 years. I'm here. I'm working in the same company. So that's a little bit about myself.
Right. So I really want to know what made you choose talent acquisition as a career option.
See, to be very honest, I'll not lie. So I by mistakenly landed in talent acquisitions field. I was looking for some other domain, but ever since then, I have been loving this field. It is a way different. Like it is very much versatile in my point of view. So we get to speak with a lot many different, like 10,000 different people in the same day, right? So we are understanding their point of view, their struggle to find a right job. So it is always motivating me working as a talent acquisition executive because I'm finding a job for the needy people in the market, right? So the ones
Yeah.
who are currently looking for a job, I'm able to help them getting their dream job basically. So that is the one best point about this role, and that always keeps us. I'm very sure that always keeps all the talent acquisition like leaders
Yeah.
to continue the job.
Absolutely. You know what? Like nowadays, companies are looking for candidates beyond just skills or maybe like beyond educational qualifications. So, how do you identify the right candidate beyond just skills and educational qualifications?
See, it is not always the technical expertise that we look at. Because I'll give a few examples. Like, see, for an example, Mr. A is having all the perfect skill set, whatever the company is demanding. He is very excellent with his coding skills and everything. But he is not able to fit into the cultural level. The attitude is not correct. The way they, behave with the colleagues that are not correct, then definitely that will not add any value to your company, or that will not give you any profits or benefit to the company, right? So apart from skill set and technical expertise, also we look at candidates who are like open for adaptability to the company, open for all these collaborations that company do, good with the team. They are a good team player, right? So these are also the aspect, the attitude, the problem solving skills. This is also we look in right now because it is a vast area and given work from home. So a lot of possibilities are also there that we land up with can like employees. They're not right fit apart from the technical sides also. So that is also one way of finding out the candidates apart from technical expertise.
Yes, yes. Experience does matters in this role, talent acquisition role, because on daily basis you are interacting with candidates and you will get to know like what exactly is running behind their mind. So that is also there. How recruitment as a process and space changed in the last few years.
It has changed in a very different way post COVID, because previous before COVID it was all 5 days from office, and employees used to come to office like proper 10 to 7 p.m. shift and everything. So right now everything has been changed post COVID. So there are remote opportunities, there are hybrid opportunities. So I feel it has become a employee centric right now. So if candidates are getting a chance, they can multiple offers they are holding, and they are only choosing whether they'll go for a remote job, whether they'll go for a hybrid role, or maybe completely on site. So definitely it has changed, and I would say that it has become a employee centric job, right? And like employee centric sector right now. So it's a good way, but yeah.
Yeah. What are some skills that freshers these days are really ignoring during interview?
To be very honest, freshers are not carrying any sales. They are just, as you know, it's a do. So the shape
Yeah.
you will give in the corporate life, they'll take that shape. Only thing
Yes.
we expect from freshers are clarity of thoughts. Whatever they are communicating, it has to be very much clear. So the front person is able to understand. Definitely the attitude and the way they present, they are presenting themselves in front of us. That is all that matters from whatever they have learned from the college. Yeah, definitely these are the things we expect. A basic level of technologies like I'm sure every field, right, even if you come to a talent equation field, you need to learn pivot charts, Excel, basic things like dashboarding and all. And along with this other skill sets, you need this as well.
Right. So what great candidate experience to truly look like?
See, there are multiple ways, but yeah, I mean, the one should be, it should be transparent. For an example,
Yeah.
if I am also giving interview to any other company, there should be transparency between the employee, I mean, the candidate and the recruiter. Even if they are selected, giving feedbacks on time, keeping them warm throughout the process. Yeah, sometimes it takes time to get the feedback, collect the feedback and share with the candidate. But do share. That is what all matters end of the day. When right from the beginning, from the sourcing till the joining or maybe the rejections end, you have to be very much clear with your thoughts and very much clear with the process in front of the candidate. That is what that really matters in any sector.
Yeah. So how did your time at ABPS shape your confidence and also your professional approach?
It was one of the best days, I would say, in MBBS because we used to, I mean, I think we are the luckiest batch. We had very limited students in my batch and we used to collaborate with everything. I was the person who has introduced HR club. I'm from 21-23 batch. During that time in PGDM, we didn't really had any club. So Madhumita madam was there who helped us creating this club, HR club in PGDM. I'm not sure whether juniors are still continuing or not, but there was one friend of mine, Shreya. She and me has created this club, and then we used to do a lot of different activities on Saturdays, were basically group discussions, presentations, and everything. Yeah, reviews played a very crucial, I mean, very important role in my life. I mean, I learned a lot of things. We have gone for a lot of visits, and we did participated in inter college fest also, from where we get a lot of knowledges. We did a lot of like best managers and all. We also participated. Yeah, so that is the best days I would remember. So, and it will definitely be the best ones throughout.
Right. So what advice would you give to the students of ABPS who are aspiring for a career in HR and recruitment?
Not only in HR and recruitment, the moment anyone from MBBS or maybe from any college though, they are putting their step in corporate, they have to be very much confident. That is all you need right now. The better they sell themselves, the better they will fly. See, we all know, right? First impression is the last impression. So that has to be the best. They have then when they are 100% sure only they should step into. So that is the only best advice for everybody. Be clear with your thoughts, whatever you are communicating, and be confident. That is all. As I told, for freshers, it is a do. The shape the corporate will get made with marketing, TA, business analyst, data analyst, whatever it is. Once they enter only, they will learn it, what is the real corporate world looks like. In college, everything looks very fancy. But when you come into a reality life, that is something else, right? So be confident and be 100% clear with your thoughts and your words. That is all. I think that's the
Right.
advice for everyone who is trying, going to be make their career in corporate.
Right. It was really an insightful conversation, and thank you so much for joining us, Sanjay.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.